Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I heard your concern very clearly. Now, I would like to ask you, what kind of preparation do you want government to do for these Balaalos to leave Acholi land? If I am to ask you, when these Balaalos were coming to Acholi land, were there any kind of preparation made? Honorable Minister, when we are talking, we need to be quite serious. Number two, you are talking of disease control. When these animals were coming to Acholi, were they not tested and vaccinated? And I recall most of these Balaalos came to Acholi land at the time of disease outbreak, whereby everyone, all people were stopped never to move with their animals from place to place. But these Balaalos were being escorted by the military officers, and they had to pass all kinds of roadblocks set along the way. Why did you stop them at that particular time? Honorable Minister, your idea that the veterinary officers should come, should look at the animals, I think that opinion is quite baseless. And when these animals were coming to Acholi land, were they verified by the veterinary officers? Or assuming the animals were found to be sick, will you stop these Balaalos from taking away their animals from Acholi back to where they came from? So, Honorable Minister, the only thing we need to do, what is best for our clan, for our culture as Acholi, is that you allow these Balaalos to peacefully pack their animals and go back where they came from. After all, they came from somewhere. It means they have their land somewhere. So please, we are continuing with our mobilization. We are telling the Acholi community never to allow Balaalo to settle forever onto our land. We know the disadvantages. We know the impacts. And not many people are saying that we are being tribalistic. As leaders from Acholi land, we are not tribalistic at all. We are not against any tribe. But our major targets are the Balaalos who are moving from place to place with their animals. Those ones who came to our land, they duped some few individuals, they hired land, and their animals are destroying our crops. Those are the people we are against. Currently, we have so many people from across Uganda. We have people from Western Uganda, Central Uganda, Eastern Uganda, who came to Northern Uganda, hired land, some of them bought land, and we are living with them very peacefully. So we are not against any tribe. So long as you acquire your land peacefully, in a proper way, we have no problem with you. Personally, in my district, Amoro, we have very many people from Western Uganda who have chunks of land, and they are cultivating. They are growing crops. They are giving employment to our people. We have no problem with them. So please, let's stop this idea that we are being tribalistic. We are not targeting any tribe. So long as your animals are destroying our people's crops, so long as you acquire land fraudulently within a Acholi sub-region, even if you are an Acholi, you are keeping animals, and your animals are destroying our people's crops, we shall also chase you away. So we are not being tribalistic at all. So please, The war is on. Balaalo, who are listening to me, please pack your animals peacefully, quit Abacholi land. Honorable Minister advised the President, what we want to see is that Balaalo should leave our land. That is all. So we don't want any other tricks. We don't want to be blindfolded. We don't want any other excuses. What we want to see is that Balaalo must go.
First of all, who are these Balaalo? Are they Ugandans? Most of these Balaalo who have come and have moved to the north are not Ugandans. Some of them are from Tanzania. We talked to them. Some of them are from Congo. Others are from Rwanda. Those who came from Tanzania were expelled by the government of the Republic of Tanzania. It's on record. We talked to them. I also want to bring it and make it a point here.
Does that suggest they are not Tanzanian? How could the government of Tanzania expel
They are not Tanzanians.
They are not Ugandans?
They are not Ugandans.
Who are they?
This is a question we must establish. Either they are Rwandese or Congolese. We need the Congolese government to speak about them. Because the Tanzanians have spoken. In Uganda we are speaking now. But the issue is here. These Balaalo have come to occupy land and displace people. There is a program, a deliberate program to make them settle. They are aided by power. Because you hear from them. They are not only in Abacholi. I must make this clear to you. In West Nile, we have gone through them. And the person speaking here, me, myself, I'm a victim of their being harassed. We started expelling them from Obongi. We gathered over 3,000 heads of cattle, around 2015 to 17 there. And we asked them to move away. The brigade commander for Moyo plus police and army, they were deployed on us. The chairman of LC5 then of Moyo district, Mr. Vukoni, together with us, we united ourselves and we spoke to those people that please you go. We have told you so.
In my community, customary land is clan land. So if you are not part of my clan, your father is not from that place, your grandfather is not from that place. If you purport to buy customary land, you are buying air. Custom is your root. However far a tree goes, its root is the one that feeds it. Lastly, the solution to all this is to have a government that is trusted. Everything we have said here revolves around a government that is not trusted at all. It is like we are giving recommendations. You know, you can't put Dracula to be in charge of the blood bank. You know, it is idiotic to expect that Dracula can be a custodian of blood. So, personally, I don't want us to lose hope. And this is my last word. We should not lose hope. No question is settled until it is settled right. Even what my neighbor here is saying, that our land is gone, it's not gone. As long as the people are determined that it should come back, it is just a matter of time.
Thank you.
If even after decades and decades, the victims of British genocide in the Mau Mau revolution are being compensated, the Hottentots, the Hereros in Namibia are being Ugandans who are being mistreated now should not give up. But in the meantime, we have two goals. Those of you who are knowledgeable and educated, you continue moralizing and saying this thing is wrong. The rest of us who are in the field are going to demonstrate that this is not only wrong, but is also dangerous by making sure those cows are targeted, those who are occupying the land illegally are targeted, so that it is both wrong and dangerous for them. They must pay for inflicting injustices on Uganda. And for that, we don't need a law. We are doing it because it is our inalienable right, because we are protecting the Constitution under Article 2.
Balaalo, man, wow. We need Balaalo to quit this place.
the bush, we are in for it. Balaalo must go! Balaalo must go! Balaalo must go! Go! The operation has started.
The Balaalo should be warned.
Balaalo must go! Balaalo must go! Balaalo must go! My brother, I am happy that you are here. You go right now, start moving with the animals. Pull your truck. Pull your truck to start feeding your animals right now when we are here. The time for staying in our land is over. Go and tell your people, pack your animal, leave right now. We are giving you only 5 minutes. We are giving you 5 minutes to leave the land. So take it very seriously. Start giving calls right now. Call anybody to come. We are here. So go and start organizing your animals to leave Acholi land.
The President Museveni has got no goodwill with his brother Salim Saleh. They don't have any goodwill that the Balaalo should leave. They are buying people here and there. They are talking nonsense that people have accepted that Balaalo should stay here. For us, we are here with the people, and everybody is saying Balaalo must go. Must go. Balaalo must go.
Balaalo must go. Balaalo must go. Balaalo must go. We don't want Balaalo. 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 Balaalo must go. Today we are in Pade, Lapul sub-county, mobilizing the Acholi community to make sure Balaalo quits our land. Yes. We are not happy for what the president is doing. Every time he's trying to fool the Acholi community by extending the deadlines for Balaalo to leave Acholi land. Yes. Yes. Our land is our land. It's our land. We know what the president is doing. The president wants Balaalo to acquire Acholi land. The president does not have any goodwill in chasing away Balaalo from Acholi. From today on, we are launching the movement called Chase Balaalo Away from Acholi land. Balaalo must go. And today, we are saying Balaalo must go. Balaalo must go. Balaalo must go. Balaalo must go. The operation has started today. Today is the day operation Balaalo must leave Acholi land.
First of all, we are not Balaalo. We are cattle keepers. Mostly composed of two origins. By Banyankwe Bahima, I happen to be a Munyankwe Muhima, and Banyarwanda Rwandese Ugandans. Ugandan Rwandese of Tutsi origin, where we share cattle keeping, we treasure it. That's why you see our dear president treasures his cows. So, and we are wealth creators. You give me one cow, you give me pasture, you give me water, I have the earth, I will multiply it. I don't need to steal, I don't need to be corrupt. Yeah, so wherever we hear there is pasture and water, we take their wealth because we have the earth.
Wachoro. Ya no ba kwere na do. Woo kwere pu. Tuan ka. Tuan ka. Te biar clear mama.
Teo ko. Cara cuan lo.
Were beru balalo ko ni ta sto ama me boy ki to. Ngolo ki kata we. Mane ne waya ma balalo go ki tika mai ngomwa. Makajero. Ere mo jibi pa balalo ba baya ba. Gelo yela ki te mai ngomwa. Balalo we don't want balalo here. Balalo. Ene nyoro jemo we don't want balalo. Balalo must go. Ena no la dita furu tu na ba. Ena no la tena choka yo wang no do wang. Balalo must left. Must go. Balalo back and go hello. Baka kong Bajooga. Ilok kagong bebe. Hello! Kebak tagal ko! The only one who go, kare. Ilok kagong bebe na pero ba? Wachara.
My brothers and sisters who are coming from Abacholi land, I greet you all. This is Gyebadda, the Member of Parliament of Kilak South in Amuru district. Today we have very important concern that we need to take note to as people who come from Abacholi. You remember on the 24th of October 2017, His Excellency the President gave orders for all the Balaalos to leave Abacholi land. He directed the army officers and the Ministry of Agriculture to take the lead. There, they started moving into the villages around the Abacholi districts. Later on, the President extended the eviction date to January 2018. And when he extended to January 2018, we don't know what happened. The issue went silent. On the 30th of October 2021, Mr. President gave another order that all Balaalo should quit Abacholi land. Immediately, there came election time and COVID-19. The issue went silent. And when we met the president, Aroture in Baralegi, where we raised the matter before the president of Balaalos, charcoal dealers, among others. On May 19th, 2023, His Excellency gave the directives that all Balaalos should quit northern Uganda. Later on 30th of September 2023, where he extended, and he said that would be the last date all Balaalo should leave Acholi land. Later on, through the Minister of Northern Uganda, he extended the eviction to the 20th October 2023. My brothers and sisters, you are aware that these Balaalos, the majority are coming from Busenyi district, Chankwanzi districts, Kiriadongo, another part of western Uganda. The majority of them, they are coming from those areas. And in the process of extending and stopping the eviction of these Balaalos, the Balaalos were using this particular time to come in large number to the districts within Acholi. And as I speak now, Lamore District Local Government has the largest number of Balaalo, followed by Gulu, Amuro, and Noya. Here, you can now see whether the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, is really interested in evicting Balaalo, or there is some games being played. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we shouldn't allow to be fooled for long. You may fool somebody 1-2 times, but we shouldn't prove that we are very stupid. What is going on right now is the intended, calculated move to grab Acholi land and the land over to Balaalo, who comes from other part of the country. Intentionally, the government is not interested in evicting away Balaalo from Acholi land. What they are doing is just playing hide and seek. They are playing with the minds of the people of Acholi. Right now, you have seen what Jerusalem Saleh is doing in Acholi land. Meeting various people, conniving with some leaders from Acholi sub-region, coming up with some fake report. The report indicates that the Balaalo should stay, should fence their land. I think all those are calculated, useless tricks being played purposely to grab Acholi land, hand Acholi land over to foreigners, deny the land rights to the Acholi community, to allow them and let them continue being poor the way they are. Unfortunately, some of us are so blind. Unfortunately, the little money being given to some of us leaders has made us very useless and very foolish. We are not aware that the day we shall die, we shall not carry even 1,000 shillings. The most important thing is to help our children, our generation and generation, to keep the land for them so that they have somewhere to survive when time comes. But now we are being duped. We are being fooled. My observation is that since the president has extended the deadline to the 20th of October 2023, my brothers and sisters from Acholi sub-region, we are allowing the Balaalo to utilize the date between the 15th to the 20th of October 2023 to pack their animals and leave Acholi land. My message to Balaalos who are still within Acholi land: use these 5 days between the 15th and the 20th to quit Acholi land. Failure to do that, you will regret. My brothers and sisters from Acholi, let us rise up. Wherever you are, start organizing, start planning. From the 15th to the 20th, we are going to swing into action. And I call upon the president that this time round, if you really care and you want Balaalo to leave Acholi land, don't extend more dates. We will call upon you, Mr. President, on the 20th that you have given, direct the army officers, direct the police officers to help in supporting the Acholi community who will be in the field to chase away Balaalo from Acholi land. Help us. I know some of these Balaalos, they have guns. Mr. President, help us with the few guns that you have now. Let the army, let the police officers join the Acholi community in chasing away Balaalo from the 20th you have talked of. Acholi community, let's organize ourselves. And we are ready for anything that may come. After all, in this world, when the time comes, all will go. Let us protect the land for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. I tell you all this for God and my country. We shall move.
I have an issue with Balaalo, and President made the electives about that. And what is your say about that?
Yeah, Balaalo is a project of Museveni. One, when the president visited Okidi, he stated very clearly, the first place he said, Balaalo and those who are occupying government lands, like in Nakang, like in Atwaranch, must leave with immediate effect. But those who are occupying customary land should fence. What a contradiction. For the government land, it is precious. The Balaalo must leave. But for the customary land, they should fence. President Museveni is the president of manipulation. He rides on the wings of intrigues. He has understood that the leaders of Acholi are not speaking as one. The question of poverty, poverty is the source of all this confusion. He made the Acholi people poor to the extent that when they hear anything to do with money, they just compromise their dignity, they compromise their land, they compromise everything. And this is the project that the president is actually using to grab the people's land, to grab the land of Acholi people. The constitution is very clear. Customary land cannot be fenced by intruders. These intruders, they are riding on the wings of poverty. You are aware that Acholi sub-region, the greater part of northern Uganda, we are #1 in poverty. And everyone is just running around looking for money for survival. Can you imagine land is being sold, not by family, not by the head of the family, but by any member of the family who can get a mullah, who can get a buyer? He comes and just, that confusion. I think if the president is to settle the people of northern Uganda, if reparation bill cannot come in place, the president must look at how the Balaalo to leave Acholi sub-region. They must leave customary land. Customary land is not for fencing by intruders.
Address to General Retired Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. My name is Odonga Oto. I'm a political philosopher and an academic gorilla in this context. The Balaalo must and should leave Acholi land. And the deadline is the 20th. Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much for issuing a presidential directive number 3 of 2023. Please stand to the dot. Stand by your directive. You are surrounded by many liars. You are surrounded by many distractors. The people of Acholi voted for you. The people of Acholi lined up and voted for you. At a time, it was a very risky business to vote for you. Not only once, but twice. Not only twice, but thrice. People voted for you at a time the LRA would execute people who were seen to be NRM mobilizers. This is the time that you should pay our people for their loyalty. Just a kind reminder, in 1987, our cows were looted. 285,000 cows, heads of cattle, were looted from Acholi. Who looted them? We know the answers. Professor Latigo said in Parliament, the traits of the foot and mouth disease of 1986 was found in parts of Western Uganda. That means our cows went from Acholi into Western Uganda. 285,000. And the records of the Ministry of Agriculture in Kitgum clearly indicates that the heads of cattle in Acholi remained only at 2%, 5,000 heads from 285,000. But the people of Acholi still voted for you. 1.5 million of my people were put in the internally displaced persons camps, IDP. They stayed in the camps, they lost their culture, they got infected with HIV, they died in thousands, but our people still forgave you and voted for you. You were Kagota Museveni. Today, what is happening? Your government came with Minister for Reconstruction of Northern Uganda. You brought projects, PRDP, NUSAF 1, NUSAF 2, Northern Uganda Action Fund, whatever the name of the project. Our people have not changed. We still remain 68% poor. This is the poorest part of the region. Now, what is happening today, Your Excellency? We have been invaded by the Balaalo. We have been invaded by the Rwandese. We have been invaded by the Banyankole. We have been invaded. This is a region that is recovering from the war. This is a region that needs time to recover, even 30 years. And then we see people in government taking advantage of them, taking advantage of despondent people, taking advantage of poor people and coming to buy their land cheaply in the name of Balaalo, in the name of investors. No. You have a meeting this morning in State House. Those people who are selected are not a representative proportion of the Acholi community. Tomorrow you have a meeting with General Salim Saleh, General Idro, Paul Call David, Zero Baba Elabuka, Professor Penmogi. That is not the representative view. Now, as a political philosopher, listen to this. Our people will not vote for you if you change your stance on the Balaalo. You burnt your fingers on the issues of APA, and tomorrow and today you will burn your fingers on the issues of Balaalo. Please let the Balaalo live. The government of Tanzania deported 11,800 Balaalo. You accepted them in Uganda. We accepted them in Uganda. I appreciate your Pan-Africanist views. You told me that you went to South Sudan to liberate the blacks from the Arabs. You are Pan-Africanist. You are not tribal. Thank you. I respect those philosophical views. But the issue is, we need to be inward-looking as Ugandans. The Constitution under Article 237 is clear that customary land is land held according to the customs of the people. And land, our custom says land cannot be sold. So these senior UPDF generals, who in my opinion are committing treason by defying the presidential directive. We have senior generals in Acholi here. General Mbadi, General Felix Kulaje, Major Bright Rwamirama. I can name them for the whole day. They are carrying chunks of land. Minister Raphael Magezi, Minister Frank Tumweba said, we as Acholi are tired. We cannot take this anymore, Your Excellency. So what is my plea? We are nationalists as Acholi. We are Republicans. But what we see, I'm sorry I am addressing you in a lugubrious manner, but I have all reasons to be sad because the Balaalos are haranguing in people's land. Their cattle are eating people's crop and they cannot run to any police station because in those police stations you will find the OCCIDs are the same Banyankoles who defend their tribesmen. We don't want to push Acholi into civil war. We are law-abiding citizens. But Honorable Otawa says the Balaalo must go. The Balaalo must go. The Balaalo must go. Thank you for your time, Your Excellency. Hello, my name is Dr. Odonga Oto. I'm a political philosopher. This is a rejoinder on the issue of Balaalo. I was doing a lot of research. I was volunteered a lot of information. But before I go far, I live in Buganda. This is my home. This is the plot of land I bought. It's a 50 by 150 meters. This is where I reside in Buganda. Many people have been challenging me that don't I have land in Buganda? Why am I against the issue of land in Abacholi? Now let's get this right. Article 237 of the Ugandan Constitution gives 4 types of land tenure: leasehold, freehold, milo, and customary land. This land I am sitting on is for the Kabaka. I have a lease for 49 years. After 49 years, it reverts back to the Kabaka of Uganda. In Abacholi, land is customarily held. It is held according to the customs of the people in that area. And what does it mean? It means I, Odonga Oto, cannot sell customary land. So the political issue that requires a national dialogue is on the issue of Balaalo. I was doing a research. The word Balaalo has been coined by the Baganda to mean cattle keepers, to mean pastoralists. Now we are mixing 4 things here. When we use the Balaalo, the word Balaalo, in Uganda we tend to give it an ethnic face. Balaalo is not an ethnicity, it is a trait. Now we have Bahima Balaalo and we have the Tutsi Balaalo. The Bahima Balaalo are Ugandans who live in Ankole. This is their country. The Tutsi Balaalo are those who left Rwanda in 1956 after the genocide. They're all in Uganda. Now what is happening in the north is we have none actually who have bought land and they're cultivating. Is anyone complaining? We have Tutsi Balaalo who are grazing cattle. We have Ankole Balaalo who are grazing cattle. Now, what is the quick fix? Yesterday, President Museveni was in Abacholi, and he told people to fence customary land. He told the Balaalo to fence customary land. That is wrong and that is unlawful. Now, what is the solution? These Balaalo spent money. They spent money in Abacholi. They spent millions. They spent billions buying land which should have not been sold. So these are my prescription as Odonga Oto. 1, all that money should be refunded by the states because customary land cannot be sold. President Museveni cannot sell customary land, and President Museveni will not be the last president. That money should be refunded to the Balaalo by the state. 2, all those who sold the land illegally should be reprimanded and be forced to refund the money because it is obtaining money by false pretense. False pretense. Even if the Abacholi is like me, you don't sell what cannot be sold. Customary land cannot be sold. So if they have sold it and they have obtained money, hard-earned money of this Balaalo, they must be collectively reprimanded and the money refunded because these people have bought air. I can assure you. You cannot enforce land acquired using money politically the way President Museveni is doing. So these Abacholi should be rounded up and arrested and reprimanded. The third option, which I discussed with General Salim Saleh and is very unpopular among the Abacholi, is that we allow them to graze for specific period since they have already given their money. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, because what they want is to fatten the animals. Now this is where we need a national dialogue. We are not going to have a quick fix solution the way President Museveni is doing. We need a national dialogue as Ugandans on this. Ugandans are allowed to settle anywhere. Here I own a plot of land, 50 by 100, but you want to own 3 square miles in Abacholi. So take it from me, my friends from Ankole. I'm coming to Mbarara on the 16th of December. I will be there playing golf in Mbarara. We love you, we like you, but customary land is not for sale. You can only have rights at sufferance. You can only have user rights. Thank you so much, and we need a national dialogue. God bless Uganda.
My name is Honorable Dr. Odonga Oto. I'm a political scientist. I'm a political philosopher. I am a lawyer. I have 16 questions for the Balaalo as we are planning a fresh launch of Balaalo Must Go campaign. But let's first have an academic and philosophical dialogue. I have 16 questions. You people are educated. We are also educated. We are not stupid. We have degrees, we have masters, we have PhD. We are probably more educated than some of you. So answer these 16 questions. Do you know that under Article 237 of the Constitution, there are 4 types of land tenure, and customary tenure is one of that type? Under Article 237. So, question 2, why are you coming to our area and converting customary tenure to leasehold and to freehold? Why don't you amend the Constitution? Why are you coming to our area and converting customary land to leasehold and freehold? Question 3. In your mind, in your head there, you think an acre of land is 700,000 shillings? In your head. It's 700,000 shillings? 6 crates of beer, an acre of land? Is that normal? And yet in your area, an acre of land is 35 million. So you Balaalos, in your mind, you think by buying land at 700,000 per acre is normal, is a normal sale? Question 4, why is the traffic one way to our area? Is there anyone from other area also going to your area? Why is it a one-way traffic? Question 5, why are your animals destroying our crops, the cassava, the sorghums? What happened to the directive of fencing the land? Question 6, are you aware what happened to you people in Tanzania under President Kikwete? Are you aware what happened? You entered Tanzania with 1,000 cows and you came back to Uganda with 10 cows. Are you aware what happened in Tanzania? Question 7. Banyankole of Uganda. The Banyankole of Uganda. Are you aware the word Balaalo is now embracing people from Rwanda, people from Congo, people from Burundi, and people from all over the region? They are all coming into Acholi land and claiming they are Balaalo. And yet people think the Balaalo are Banyankole, yet they are even Rwandese in Acholi land. Question 8. Do you people think President Museveni will be the last president of Uganda? That you are doing all these things you are doing to our people? Question 9. You people think we are stupid? We have been in the war for 23 years and we are just recovering from the war. And you come and take advantage of despondent people who are recovering from the war, and you say you are buying an acre of land at 500,000, which is the price of a blue label. Question 10. Do you want to make friendship with the regime or with the Acholi people? Because if you want to make friendship with the regime will go. The Acholi people will remain there. Question 11. Are you aware land is not like soap and sugar that you cannot carry it away like a blanket? It remains there. That you need the local community stakeholders. Question 11. What happened to the verification committee? The government appointed a verification committee. What happened to the report of the verification committee led by Honorable Akol? They are called now that today you have bought to join the NRM. What happened? Because we know commissions of inquiries and verification committees in political science is to buy time and make people forget. Are you aware we have not forgotten? Where is the report of the verification committee? Question 11. Are you aware Amin tried to remove land in Acholi using this same approach, and when his government ended, the land also ended and land titles were cancelled? Question 12. You think by appointing your people, the DPCs, the OCCIDs, the DSOs, you can continue violating the rights of people in land when the cows eat people's crops and our people impound the cows? Instead, it is the DPCs arresting our people and you people at large. Question 12 or 13. In all those dubious land sales, you have the LC1 signing. Is the LC1 a customary leader? Is the LC1 a customary leader or a government leader? So you think you have a valid agreement? Question 14. Customary land is clan land. You go and buy land from 2-3 people signed by the LC1 of the area. Is a clan, customary land is clan land. I am a clan leader. I am the chairman of Lamogide clan, leading 7,000 people. So did you bring the entire clans of Abacholi to sign in those sale agreements? And you are walking in the forest with LCs, 5 people, buying a whole sub-county, 5 people, and you think that is customary land, where the cultural leaders consulted? Because in Abacholi we have chiefdoms. We only have 1 paramount chief, but there are 54 chiefdoms. Did you consult all those chiefdoms and they put their signatures in those lands you claim you have bought? You have bought air. And stop buying air. You have bought air and stop buying air. For us, this is a political issue. We are going to mobilize our people in thousands, not to vote for President Museveni, in thousands, in millions. This is a political issue. Some of you may be saying this because I want votes. Yes, if we don't get votes because of these issues, what other issues can we use for mobilizing votes? This is a political issue pressing the Abacholi people. If Balaalo don't leave our lands, no votes. President Museveni, this recording, will have it sent to you. What happened to the verification committee? What happened to the issue of fencing land? What happened to the issue of creating water points? Why are your people destroying our crops? Our Acholis are not pastoralists. We are agriculturalists. We are peasant farmers. Why? Is this a colony? The position I talked with General Saleh needs a proper review, and you, Balaalo, listen to me. You cannot buy customary land. But we can mobilize our people and we say those who have given money in land because it is their hard-earned money, we can turn it into a period of rental, that if that period expires, the land reverts back to the owner. That's a win-win situation which I presented to General Salim Saleh. We give you 2, 3, 4, 5, maximum 5 years, you fatten your cows, you recover your money and you leave. You can never buy customary land. We don't want to have a civil war in Uganda. We want to use the law. And don't forget, this NRM government has destroyed all rebel groups in Uganda. All. Thank you very much. Over 20. Thank you, the mighty UPDF. But the ADF and LRA is still at large. They have not been obliterated. So we need to engage freshly, but we are going to mobilize our people in thousands. No votes if Balaalos are in Abacholi. No votes if Balaalo is in Abacholi. President Museveni took a stand, but his brother General Salim Saleh, who now has a residential status in Gulu, is the one that told me there is no way they could allow all these thousands heads of cattle to leave Abacholi in a short period of time. So now, this is coming to 1 year. What has happened to the presidential directive on Balaalo? With Balaalo, no votes. With Balaalo, no votes. With Balaalo, no votes. Answer those questions and get back to us. Thank you.
So, you think you have got land now, Balaalo?
And right now, you think you have enough guns? You have enough bullets? No problem.
You think the problem between the Palestinians and Israelis, it is comedy for us who are degree holders from Abacholi, it's comedy, or it is a struggle for land? We are asking the Balaalos.
So you think now you have got your permanent place overboard?
So you think after traveling from Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, you came into Uganda, and now your home, your ancestral home will be in Abacholi?
You are happy that you have got a place at last?
You think because the DPCs and OC stations and OCCID are your tribesmen, you think that's okay?
Now you are happy that you are giving small money to bribe the Abacholi to say you should continue living in Abacholi land? Are you happy?
So according to you, you think this problem is already solved? Can you live with this problem beyond President Museveni?
Are you proud when your animals eat our crop and you process the land title on the people's land you hired? Are you happy?
And you think God is stupid to give every tribe their land, and now you think you are home and dry in Abacholi? Really? You think the whole story is over?
Now, are you happy that you live forever in Abacholi land?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
We have no problem completely.
Okay. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
It's a matter of time.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Honorable Odonga Oto, no one elected any Moraro or Munyankore to go to Abacholi land to steal land on our behalf. We have never started anywhere to elect anybody to steal Abacholi land on our behalf. The individuals you are seeing there are just excited about power. They are a corrupt group, confused. Okay? You have failed to appreciate that here in Ankole we have enough vast, fertile land which they can develop and use for their animals. But they are just there loitering in Abacholi land that they are looking for pasture. How many cows do they have? I passed there yesterday in Abacholi land. I saw just one Moraro looking after about 15 cows. Imagine a person, see the level of ignorance. A person who moves from Ankole to Abacholi land to look after 15 cows. I'm sure if you put them on the market, you would not get more than 15 million shillings. He's just a slave of 15 cows, worth less than 15 million shillings. And then he's attracting anger. Everybody is commenting, Balaalo are taking our land. They are not Balaalo. Those are individuals who are indisciplined, who are corrupt, who are excited and ignorant. Because there is enough land here. If we develop this land, if we engage it into modern farming, okay, we would have enough land. In fact, the land is sufficient. God endowed us with so much land that here in Ankole, we can even host the entire Uganda, feed it, and all will be well without any question. So it is wrong, therefore, to impute that Banyankore, Balaalo are taking our land here in Abacholi. Please. We have never sat anywhere to elect anybody to represent us there in Abacholi to steal land on our behalf, because we have enough land. We have enough land. It is the same thing as having an Abacholi who comes here and rapes a Munyankore girl and then is arrested, is convicted. And then someone says, Acholis are raping our girls. They are raping our Munyankore girls. Does one person represent the entire Abacholi population? Therefore, Honorable To, your assertions are incorrect. Please revise them.
What?